Hello, my name is Boudewijn Lichterink and I'm going to show you today a new innovation tool called USB host adapter. There are two different types of USB host adapter because there are two different controller types. The grey adapter is to be used on the ML2i controller. The orange one is to be used on the ML3 controller. As you can see, they both have different connectors. On the back on the adapter you can insert a memory stick. You can use any type, but use quality ones. Make sure the reefer unit is switched off. Make sure that the controller port is accessible. Slide in the adapter and make sure the arrow sign is facing up and the logo is facing the condenser fan. Switch on the reefer unit. The controller will start up with the info menu. When I press enter, it shows the container ID. This is the first item of the info menu. The second info menu item is the controller serial number. The third info menu item is the controller configuration version number. The fourth info menu item is the reefer unit model number, in this case 69NT40 541-320. The fifth info menu item is the installed controller firmware, in this case 5151. The sixth info menu item is the year, in this case 2011. The seventh info menu item is the date, in this case 25th of July. The eighth info menu item is the time. By pressing again, you are back at the first info menu item. Go back with code select, you go back to the main menu. When I push the arrow key up, you go from info menu to the next menu, ProgSoft, which means program software. If you need to update the controller with the latest manufacturer software, you can do it with this option. If I press enter, you can select the versions which are on the USB flash drive. In this case 5352, that's the version for scroll. And 5151 is the latest version, which is for the recip. And this unit is a recip unit. So what I'm gonna do now, I want to install the 5151. I'm gonna press the enter and you see ProgSoft and it counts. This is percentages, it goes up to 100%. So you know exactly what the status is of uploading the new firmware. The download is complete. The DCX file, which is downloaded from the controller memory, is now placed on the memory stick. Now you go with the key code select, back to the main menu, once more, and back in the main menu as I said. When I press the arrow, I will go to the next menu option. The next menu option is set configuration. I show you in the beginning that the version of the configuration file was old. We're gonna insert a new version of today. When I press enter, I will go in and I see 11.04.30 is the latest version of the configuration of today. When I press enter, you see it starts with 5011. When I go arrow down, you see 541-337. This unit was a 320. You see now 541 unit with 320. We selected the right number and we just press enter. You see EEPROM done, the configuration is loaded with the latest firmware. By pressing code select, you go to the back to the main menu. When I press arrow up, we go to the next option, is retrieve data. Retrieve data is an option where you can download all the trip data from the memory of the controller. When I press enter, you can select multiple options. You can select load all, load 90 days, load 60 days, load 30 days, or load trip. What we're gonna do today is load all. When I want to do that, I press enter and you see that it starts retrieving. It's also percentages, it goes up to 100. It shows you now retrieval done. It means it's done downloading. The file is now downloaded in the, on the flash drive in the folder called download. This file is named by the container ID and the date of today. If you make another one, it will put a 2 behind the number. I just press the code select again and go to the back to the main menu. The next option by pushing up key is Program USB Host Adapter. This option is only available if there is a new software version placed on the USB flash drive. If there is no file to update the host adapter itself on the flash drive, you will not see this. By entering this option, you see that the latest version is from 2011, June 28. When I want to update the USB host adapter, I just press enter, and it just like all the other options, it's starting updating the card. And again, these are percentages up to 100%. It takes you about 30 seconds and you see program done. It reboots itself and it has the new and latest software version inside the USB host adapter itself. The next menu option is Set ID, which means container number. By pressing enter, you go into the menu. By every enter, you can adjust that particular letter or number. The last digit is calculated. When this is the right number, you have inserted the right ID. You install the container number into the controller. Now the container ID is done. You go back by code select to the main menu and go to the next option. The next option is set time. By entering, you go into this option, you see the year 2011 and you can adjust it by the arrow key and push enter to make it happen. July 25th, that's correct. The time 09:39 minutes. Enter. You're done. We go to the next menu option by pressing code select, arrow up, and you see set output. This option is brand new in this industry. What you can do now by entering, you can activate one of the 16 relays inside the controller, which means if I go to compressor high speed and I push the enter button, the compressor starts running and now you can do your measuring when there is a failure. There are 16 options. The condenser fan, heater, you name it, you can all energize them by yourself. When you go out, you go code select, you are back in the main menu, and the next option is back to the first one, info menu. However, there are some special functionality on the keyboard itself. By pressing the Alt, you see the latest version of the USB host adapter software. That's June 28 in 2011. We just updated it. When you push the return supply button, the display goes off. By the Celsius and the Fahrenheit button key, the display goes on, all on, so you can see if something is defective. And as you can see here, everything works fine. In short, the keypad functions. Walking through the menu by using the up and down key. If you want to activate a menu option, press enter. To go back to the main menu, press the code select key. Sometimes you need to press multiple times to get there. By pressing the return and supply key, you disable the display. By pressing the Celsius and Fahrenheit key, you activate all display segments. By pressing the Alt mode key, the display shows the USB host adapter software version.